Freeze, make some noise. Dignitas starting on the CT side here. We have got EnVyUs on T. 4 sets of armor and Apex with the utility. He's got a smoke and 2 flashbangs here. Holding up for any CT aggression that may be coming in. You can see the CTs have actually stacked 3 players towards the B side as well. Config on the heavy aggression as well. He's actually going to be facing down towards the car. EnVyUs don't want to give anything away just yet, though.
Yeah, it's interesting that they're 1 player face, 2 inside of the site for Dignitas at B, but they're looking to flash over right now. MSL already with 1 primed and ready. Tensky getting a little bit closer out now with the pistol, but he's probably going to rotate off of this because they haven't seen any aggression.
Yeah, he's falling back right now. You can see him in CT spawn making his way back. Still lots of time to play with here. Happy just getting control of the apartment as well. So he's just scouting out, trying to gain any intel he can there, making his way towards the boiler room. But it's such a passive hold from the CT. He's not going to get much for his money here. So regardless of how much presence he shows, he's not going to do anything to the CT setup just yet. He has seen the middle is completely open. Trying to fire some shots off. It's looking like his teammates will be at the bottom of 2 steps. We have got Config on the aggression now. He should get contact any second.
He has to spot this early as well because MSL's already rotating back. He's the only one in B. Fades away, gets caught. It's Kenny with the Glock, and MSL smoked off, does find 1 through it though, as MBK is going to go down, but he has to rotate back through construction with that smoke out, and Rubino's only arriving now, which means the bomb's going to go down. It's oranges 2 though for Kenny. Devil's got the shot on MSL though, that'll hold them off, but it's not the most ideal plant. However, it's pistol, so they have to get close. And it's 2 plays onto 4 now. Dignitas trying to find ground inside of this. There's no kits as well, so bomb already ticking. Kirby does get Apex though. Starts to work a little bit closer to the doorway. Good shot from Tensky. They've got this leveled up. They've got the shot. Kirby, he finds Kenny through the door. They know where the last player is. They can rotate around. Tensky's already toward the bomb.
What a way to kick things off here. Dignitas on the 4-on-2. Don't drop a single frag there. It's Kirby to find 3 frags. The defuse comes in as well. EnVyUs had that completely locked down. Every crossfire enabled and somehow not hitting their shots. Such a great entrance to the B side as well. They get the initial frag on towards Config. MSL knew he had to do something there. He got the shot through the smoke. He was gifted that kill almost. And this play from Kirby, what a sensational performance from him in the opening round. It's going to be 1-0 in favor of Dignitas. And we go into the second. EnVyUs did get the bomb down there, Matt. And interesting enough, they will be force buying in the second here. This is unorthodox. Most teams, as we've seen throughout this tournament, will be forcing up on the 3rd round, have the AKs, have the rifles to work with.
It is EnVyUs after all, though. They're known for this. Them and Fnatic, the 2 force teams.
Of course. But we have a look at the Dignitas buy. They've actually got 3 rifles here, so they are set up for this. They can challenge it. Config and Rubino on the SMGs. Another passive hold from Dignitas, though. Just Rubino towards the arch side. He's trying to get some information and using the smoke towards that top middle.
And we talk about the SMGs building up that additional frag money, the $600. The P90 doesn't, but Rubino loves it. He goes to it almost every single second round.
It means you can justify being like yourself. You've got the 50 bullets and the run and spray potential as well. If you do get caught up in some close fire encounters, you definitely take a few down before you actually drop. So EnVyUs now making their way towards the B side. They have got utility to play with here, so a full B execute is a possibility. They have 3 smokes and Molotov, so Molotoving out the close boxes, trying to smoke off towards spawns and CT spawn as well. Flashes come over, trying to flush out CTs with that Molotov, and looks like that's exactly what they'll be setting up for here, as we have got 5 players towards the side of the map.
And Rubino's not even rotating off with that smoke that's deployed on the arch side, so these Tech 9s are actually extremely scary in this position. Good skill from MSL to start it off. They're going to go the long way. Interesting tactic. They've gone smokes towards CT and Apex. He catches MSL. They have no idea that they've rotated around. Quick plant that oranges 1 inside of the smoke, and Envy's got the sight. This is the perfect play, and the late rotation from Rubino now has to do work. Nade. It's going to do big damage onto him, though, down to 54. Still, though, that running gun potential you talked about jumps across, spots 1 more, headshot into Happy. But Kenny's got to peek this low on HP. Rubino's only on 2, but they find the shot. Tensky, he's got both with the rifle, and now it's a problem for NBK to hold on to this.
Yeah, another huge advantage now. NBK does find the kill on towards Tensky. The fuse coming in. It's a bad plan for him as well. He gets the second, can't get the third, but it's going to be enough. Dignitas, the fuse coming in. It should just get it in time, which they do. Whoa. So EnVyUs with another huge advantage on the bomb site. Doesn't work out for them. They did a really cool strategy then going to the side as well. Is what Fnatic used to do like 2013, planting in front of the fountain with the smokes in the front of the bomb site, actually going for the plan before you've taken out the CTs there. NBK had every opportunity to take that one. Look how low HP the fast remaining players were, but
so smart from
coming
Kirby.
off the bomb. Yeah, he had to do that. Like, obviously, he had 2 players alive with him, going for that full defuse. Once the second drops, you don't really have much of a choice but to go for the kill. Came right down to the wire there, but it's going to be Dignitas going up 2-0. EnVyUs now more of a partial buy once again. Kenny S has actually gone for Tech 9 and head armor as well, so another big investment from him. But round number 3, 2 plants in a row means EnVyUs, the cash isn't too affected here. As we go, Dignitas back on towards 3 rifles once again. Make it 4, in fact, there's another M4 being picked up.
See if these Tech 9s can go to work. Over on the A site this time, Happy already peeking out. Checking the apartment hallway, and Apex has top middle. Bunny or chicken, I'm not sure, but Rubino doesn't care. He's going to watch the arch side.
Yeah, they managed to get full control of middle here. Rubino just wants to get the call and pull back to the side here. We talked about the P90. He gets one, and the double as well. He still wants more here. Picks up all 3 kills towards the arch. That's the round secured, and the bomb has been dropped as well. 2 players remaining for EnVyUs. That's going to be Happy. MBK, he's going to fall as well, and now he's the last remaining player towards the apartment. Not many options there. Tensky picks up the final kill. Nice clean stuff there from Dignitas, and they kept all 5 players alive. That's pretty critical, considering the last 2 rounds have gone down to 1v1s in a full retake situation. So that's really strong for Dignitas. Now we go into the first real gun round here. I don't think they'll be picking up an AWP after those investments they did in the second, but nice work from Rubino there, as you said. Doesn't get the bonus money from the P90, but still, that's a great gun to take into the next round. Still has so many different options you have on Inferno for close range encounters like that.
And that's why he uses it. It was pretty swift. I think the most amount of damage he took was actually from his teammate who naded over to help him. Config's blinded up here, though, and now we've got the rifles out. He needs to be a little bit careful in behind that sandbag position, but it's only NBK that's putting pressure onto Banana.
This is classic MBK right now. He's just trying to show some presence towards there, get a pick if he can. But MSL and Config are willing to challenge this to them. They will throw a smoke out, and just they sometimes boost over this as well. You can see MSL rattling off some shots through that smoke, see if he can get any tags off. Grenade comes in as well. But MBK towards logs, he shouldn't take any damage from that. This is more of a default round from EnVyUs, so see them try to get that apartment's control, try and bleed out the CT utility. You can see now, I think there must be a boost going on for Dignitas, considering they have 3 players towards quad. They're actually not going to be facing. Falling back to the bomb side now, so they were waiting for that initial aggression. Now MSL facing towards B once again. First challenge comes in, as I said it before. MBK so strong in this position, gets the first kill. 5 on 4 now, and they still have a minute to play with.
But Rubino's actually smart about this. He knows the setup from EnVyUs. He sees the smoke at the top of the arch side. He's not going to overcommit to this. He may actually flash through and catch them off, but he's going to have to find kills because they're already rotating back, and Apex and EnVy getting that kill is going to slow this entirely. They've now got a chance to 1v1 with Config, isolate him down inside of the B site, and he's only got 31 HP to work with. And here they go. From Spools, peeks out, finds the shot on Devil, though. Drops the bomb, but through the gap, Kenny returns it. Now they've got a chance to plant this. Tensky's still just getting to CT spawn, and Happy was waiting for Kierby, who's been slowed down considerably on getting over to help.
Yeah, I would have preferred Config just to stay alive in that position. You said he was on 30 HP. Once the bomb is dropped, go back to construction, wait for your teammates to rotate in. But now it is a 3-on-2 in favor of EnVyUs. Dignitas have been very strong in their retake so far, but this looks like it's a bridge too far. Smoked out, trying to find the kill through the smoke, and it looks like they will be opting out of this situation.
And they have to go for the save here because they're just under being able to full buy 5 rifles, but with the drop, they'll be fine in the next round.
Yeah, you're absolutely right there. This is a little bit too tricky. There would have been 3 AKs waiting for them. As I said before, MBK finds that initial frag towards Banana. That's the frag they needed. That starts peeling away CTs. They have to react. We saw Config go for that aggressive face. He actually got the kill back in return. But the problem is that round, we talked about it, Rubino with that P90, he felt like he had to make something happen there. Went for the full open face towards middle, got taken down, and that's when the signals were given from the French side. Let's get in towards Banana as fast as we can, find that kill on towards Config. And as I said, once you got the bomb dropped in the open there, that's, like you said, 30 HP. You get the bomb drop and you survive, that's a very good situation for you. You can wait in the construction area and see if your teammates can rotate in. For me, that's what the best decision would have been made at that point, but he went for the frag, and it does cost him the round. So 3-1 now, EnVyUs fighting back as we go into number 5. MSL has picked up the AWP this time. Like you said, saving those weapons mean they do get a nice healthy buy, and MSL switching things up, facing towards Banana.
Force back slightly. He's going to play the off angle, so for that exact reason that he doesn't get sprayed down from MBK. And if they charge MSL, Config's there to catch them off. Try and hold it from sandbags. Meanwhile, over on the A side, it's Kierby that's gone passive inside of the pit, so it's only Rubino and Tensky playing the crossfire positions, but they've had an aggressive stance. Wow. Good shot from MBK, though. As MSL shows himself, he wins that duel again, and they're going to have to start weighing that if they want to get aggressive or just sit back, which gives a lot more map control to EnVyUs if they start to be more passive.
MBK just removes MSL from the server now, and they've got so much time once again, and the man advantage. That's going to force Config back to the site. We saw him out before trying to get the kill back in return, but he doesn't have as much freedom this time. Going to be getting a rotation in from his teammate in the form of Rubino, so they're a little bit weaker towards the A site now. They're kind of taking a bit of a gamble here towards B. The bomb is edging its way towards that side as well, so this could be the right call.
Wrapping around at Tensky where Rubino normally is, smoked off. This is the arch play. Bomb still in Banana. They're going to try and split this onto the B site, and Tensky's not going to rotate back through library. Devil's considering it, but he actually could work this timing in his favor, Tensky, if he goes quick enough. However, inside of the site, it has to be swift, and they get completely obliterated. Rubino tries to rotate back around and catch them off from construction. He dies, and inside of the site, they get the second kill as well, this time a default plant. Devil playing at tree has a really good forward stance to cut them off, as well as the second player Apex who gets inside construction, so there's really no passage. Not only that, we've got Happy lurking out. That kill's important because now they can save.
They're getting out of there now. You're absolutely right. Going to be saving once again. Losing that initial frag. It seems like they're feeding MBK. We said that's his bread and butter, working the picks towards that banana zone. He finds the pick consistently. This time, MSL's got an AWP, and he just gets his head blown off as well. So that's going to be a problem. I think they need to stop challenging here. Allow the terrorists to actually come in before giving their kill away in the first 20 seconds or so. But Dignitas will be saving 2 players here. Apex and Kenny not going to be on the hunt. They'll be saving as well. Another decent round for them. It's trading effectively. Very default CS at the moment. Try and work a pick. Make the CTs rotate and start doubting themselves, and then you go into the bomb site and just take the exchanges. It's working very efficiently so far. 2 rounds in a row for EnVyUs, and that should break the economy here of Dignitas. Saving 2 rifles. They could balance things up with a few upgraded pistols and see whether they can stack a site with the rifles and take a bit of a gamble in that sense, but we'll see what kind of weapons they go in with. CZ purchased so far, and they're kind of getting a little bit of utility as well. Actually, Config and MSL not purchasing anything, so this is a very conservative buy from them. Let's see where the rifles will be positioned.
Well, and it's... The reason for it is they want to stay around $2,000 on everyone because they're going to get 2,400 next round if they don't win this one. They'll be up to the 3rd round in the bonus.
Oh, you can see the stack going towards apartments this time. Tensky with KRB and Rubino. That's where the rifles will be positioned as well. So trying to get that first frag and then fall back to the bomb site. It's needed an advantage. Something to work with here, but it's Apex ready for it as well. Takes down Tensky. That's one of the rifles drops. And it's an unorthodox position from the CTs as well. They're probably going to gather that the stack may be going on towards that side of the map. Yeah, you can see the repositioning himself.
And look, I mean, MBK this round, sure, he knows the money's going to be a little bit tighter, but he just pushed up Banana immediately. Didn't even consider holding the angle to take the shot on MSL, and this is because he's won it twice now. He's got that confidence. They have to be aware of that because he's going to get a lot more aggressive in that position as the game goes on. Good pickup from Happy. Here we go. MSL, P250, no flash, straight peek, both go down. Config as well. And smoke off on KRB 1 versus 5.
Indeed. EnVyUs looking very strong right now, slowing things right down, even when they know they're up against the pistols and some saved rifles, making sure they work the picks. Apex opens things up.
He's going to try this.
He's not, surely.
If they all go down Banana, he has an escape passage.
No, one person's going to stay.
Yeah,
Always
MBK's good there. Yeah, okay.
We
This
all
is good.
learn
I
our
thought
lesson.
there was a chance. All right, listen. I'm optimistic.
Kadovitz said we saw what happened there.
Yeah.
I think no one's ever going to allow that to happen, ever again.
KRB's trying it. Look, he's going. He's actually going to try and do this. He gets the shot.
Oh my God, he can do it.
He does have time.
No,
oh my God.
it's happening.
He's got it. 1 versus 5. Gets the kill and the full defuse.
No.
Brilliant. He set up for it from the very beginning.
Can he believe it? Just as we were saying, it's never going to happen again. That's going to tilt Envy off the planet. Oh my God. Like we said, MBK was there just in case, you never know. And what a massive round that is for KRB to come in and win play of the tournament so far, I would say. Unbelievable scenes. That's the kind of round that really does throw the team into disarray. EnVyUs were looking so strong until that point. A perfect reply from Dignitas. 4-2 now. They continue their lead here, and we go into round number 7.
Confident play. You could tell he looked for it. He was waiting for it.
Wow.
So smart.
My God.
And MBK space back for the smoke. This time he's forced off by a little bit of utility. He's actually gone down worse for wear. And this is the response to try and get that banana control back.
Let's calm down, man. Readjust ourselves.
I love it.
Back to normal rounds.
You hate to see it, but you love to see it.
Of course, yeah.
So KRB and Tensky playing up on the windowsill right now is going to have that support system, but he's going to have to fall away on his own as there's not a bait and switch position, and already he's reconsidering that. And over to the apartments he'll go. Rubino's going to go passive because he doesn't have that crossfire at top middle, but now it is going to be Banana. Config, a little bit early on the pop flash, gives away his position as well based on the trajectory. So he has to be careful on his peak, but the teammate, he flashes over. It's MSL that supports him, and he gets a kill and gets away.
It's an audacious play from Config there. It's low HP as well. Went for the face around the corner. Finds the kill on towards Devil. Now they have the man advantage as well. Terrorists, they still have 4 smokes here and some time to play with, so they're readjusting themselves, making their way back towards A. They'll be trying to find that first pick towards middle, but once again, the crossfires have been obtained for Dignitas. A man advantage means they don't have to face or hunt for any kills anymore. Allow EnVyUs to make the next move. It's time. Now we hit the 25-second point.
And smoke off. Rubino does get outside of the library. That won't affect him, but he's got to turn around quickly. Does drop the bomb, but it's traded. Apex with the kill. They've got the information, though, that it's going to be onto the A site. KRB's going to put his attention that direction, but he goes down. Apex, that's going to secure it.
Well, the bomb will be planted at this stage. You can see the remaining CTs are towards the B side of the map. Coming up towards middle, looks like they will have a chance to try and take this first frag. If they can get 1 kill here quickly, there's definitely potential to make something happen here. You can see MBK is very low HP as well. MSL going to be coming in first. Config not far behind him. Looking for that kill, going to be fully flashed off. Have to spray a few shots there, so they know there is presence towards the court side. Falling back now, so they will be saving once again. No ninja diffusers this time. EnVyUs bounce back after a very difficult round to swallow before, but that's a full reset for Dignitas now. Only $1,400 coming into their accounts, and saving 2 rifles. It's going to be a very similar situation to what we saw on that previous round.
So EnVy do come back immediately after what you said would tilt them off the planet, rightfully so.
Yeah.
But now this brings it back within 1. Money, the 2 drops, still going to be pretty limited.
Yeah, so it looks like they are going to be forcing into this. Interesting. So with the 2 rifles saved, they had enough to get a CZ, a FAMAS, and a little bit of utility as well. 1 kit on towards config. They have got 2 incendiaries there. So it's definitely potential here. It's a viable round for sure as we go into number 8 here. Scoreline is 4-3 in favor of Dignitas. This round would be horrible for them to lose. It's a must-win round for Dignitas in terms of the economy at this stage.
It's all 3 players pushed over toward the apartment on the CT side. MBK again, though, looking to win this exchange. Nearly lines them up. Thankfully, MSL does win it. Kenny has to go back to try and get it. Deep smoke. He's going to know they're pushing. Spots it underneath the arch. Good read from Kenny. Does he have the second? He does. What a play from him. Now they've got the option to push in, and he's going to lead the charge. Rubino's late on the rotation, but there's no smoke off finally. Okay, it did get thrown by Devil.
Very interesting from Dignitas. They get the first kill. They had an exit strategy as well, but they wanted more, a little bit too greedy perhaps. Now the retake is on once again with those lesser weapons. It's a FAMAS, an M4 and a CZ. Rubino waiting towards construction here, gets flashed off. I'm not really sure what he can do with this. Kenny is very low HP, but I don't think he's going to be facing at this stage.
And in what is about to be a 4-4 game,
Yes.
Kirby's 7-1, which just goes to show you what saving can do to the economy, because they've had pretty much a rifle, at least a rifle in every single round, not to mention the one he had on the Ninja itself. Happy's going to find Tensky. Drops it down to just a FAMAS and a CZ. That M4 is not regrabbable. And Rubino's trying to stick around to see what he can find, at least with that CZ, if he can get some exits and damage the economy of EnVy in turn.
Yeah, he just wants to see if he can pick up an AK here and then somehow get out of the sight. You can see Happy already made his way towards CT spawn. And there comes the exchange. Devil will drop him though, so no kill found this time. Kiabi knows they're exiting towards Banana, so that's what he said. Wants to damage the economy here. Only going to find the kill onto Kenny. Yes, he was low HP anyway. Apex finishes it off, and it's going to be 4-4. As I said, the CT's only going to get, I think it's $1,900 at this stage. Oh no, $2,400 now. So we'll see what they can do as we go into round number 9. Nothing purchased at this stage, and it's going to be USPs across the board for Dignitas as we go into round number 9. So they're going to be stacking towards the bomb site B. All 5 players, they've got nothing to work with. So the options are you either rush down and see if you can take down MBK, or all stack on the bomb site, set up crossfires, and hope they just walk into your crosshairs here. It's very much an all-in methodology here.
It's Happy that's going to slowly go over toward the A site. He's the one that'll gather this information and say, guys, come on. Let's not walk into a trap. Let's just walk in, put the bomb down, get it over with. So the first full and complete save from Dignitas. 2 rounds against them to build up what will be, after this, $2,400 going into their wallets. Keep in mind momentum and economy, but Happy actually elects to rotate through the arch. Yeah. He actually isn't going to have a read on this. EnVy may go here. Kenny's going to flash in. We'll see if this stack actually works now, because Dignitas has the position. Flash from Kirby as well is going to help them. Rubino goes for the peak. It's only 1, though. 2 kills so far the way of EnVyUs. And now they realize there's multiple players inside of the site, but that bomb was dropped. Rubino's got another. Still a chance for this. Crossfire set. Kirby's got the other kill. It's all down to NBK. Happy didn't get any information. It does come to the one-on-one, though. And the AK, no, it's Kirby picked up.
Nothing purchased that round for Dignitas. Absolutely nothing. 5 USPs. It's a classic EnVyUs play. Happy lurking by himself, trying to find information. He gets taken down and gives one of the most deadly players in the planet right now, Kiabi, an AK. He picks it up. The rotation comes in, and EnVyUs just walk into the Lions den at the B side there. The full stack of the USPs, and it's Kiabi to finish things off with the AK-47. Another very difficult round there for EnVyUs to drop. Dignitas take back the lead here on a round which is almost certainly guaranteed going in favor of the Frenchman, but there it is, round number 10. Another buy coming in. MSL still has that confidence. It's been a back and forth affair towards Banana. This time, Dignitas come out on top.
Confidence is the big thing. Now that they've won 2 rounds that they should not have, they're suddenly rolling again. And MSL winning that duel on NBK. That's coming level. At the start, it was 3-0 for NBK in that exchange, but it's gone pretty much dead keel ever since.
This is why I always talk about, in those anti-eco rounds, Matt, you talk about the buddy system. That's exactly for that reason. As soon as he gets dropped, he needs someone there with him to actually get the frags back here. But the round's not over at this stage. KennyS pushing through Banana once again. This is the same thing that happened last time. Dignitas, after getting the first pick, just having one player aggressive, he gets taken down. Then the round's back in EnVyUs' favor. They will be committing it. MSL taking down one. He finds Devil, and he gets the double, gets Apex as well, gets 3! Somehow staying strong here, and now just happy remains. It looks like MSL isn't done here quite yet.
Picks up the AK in the smoke. Sprays back in. What a recovery. Pop flash out. He was alone as well. Talk about that buddy system, and there it is. Tensky's going to close it.
Wow.
MSL perfect inside of that B side after losing his teammate.
They just came down to the smoky deploy just before they came inside. They're running through full gray screen. It takes about a second to calibrate yourself and work out where the shots are coming from, and he picks them all up. This is the initial kill from MSL. So they found that initial frag. You can see right now, this is the gray screen I'm talking about. They're all coming through, and you're actually finding kills all over the place. Finishes off with the USP and does damage as well with that final kill. The point I want to make is, though, if you get a kill on Dignitas' side and you're 5-on-4, there's no reason for Config to be there by himself, but regardless, it's MSL that brings it back in their favor. Goes round number 11. The money's starting to erode for EnVyUs now. KennyS on the Tech 9. They still have 4 AKs, but every time they get these advantages, it seems to be getting thrown away at the last minute. One player stepping up from Dignitas each time.
MSL would by far the biggest round for him. Goes to 7-7 on his kills. So we had 3 before that.
Yeah.
Bino again going to fall back passively in front of the library. Kirby and Tensky doing the same over toward Pit. EnVyUs still not committing this time, and MBK is the one that they continue to send into this banana position to try and push the CTs back at the very least. MSL's rotated early this time, though. It is going to be Config that stays. Smoke out. Rubino's getting closer to it because he knows MSL's here for that trade potential.
Yeah, it's more of an aggressive stance from CTs this time.
This is where Config has to be careful. Again, he's facing this quite audaciously in Banana right now, and MBK's getting closer and closer, but the crossfire finally works at top middle. Config's gone down, Kenny's got Rubino, but where do they take the bomb? Because they're split entirely right now on the EnVyUs side, and Kenny's slowly falling down alt mid. They're going to try and rely on MBK to anchor this B site, and he's going to do it for a while, but what a shot on MSL. That helps, and now they should be able to get the bomb at roughly the same time that Kirby's going to show up.
Yeah, that's all MBK had to do at that point. He said, if I find a kill here, we actually have a chance of winning this round. He gets 2 as well. Somehow, Dignitas just feeding him at this point. Tensky now left in a 2-on-1, almost impossible situation, considering he doesn't have a kit. Needs to do so much massive work here to actually get back into this round. Going to be looking for that initial kill, but as long as EnVyUs stick together, make sure they're trading, he shouldn't have any sort of window here, but some craziness has been going down so far. Who knows what's in store?
And such a good crossfire at the top of middle, but again, Config, when they had the man advantage, stayed deep in Banana.
Yep.
And MBK caught him. It seemed like it was off-site and inconsequential, but as soon as they got that bomb back over, it made a massive difference, and Tensky's got to fall away from this.
There it is. EnVyUs bounce back. So many advantages thrown away in this series so far. This time, it's going to be Dignitas overfacing, I'd say, like you said, towards Banana, and then on the retake, instead of waiting for the teammates to come over and taking it together. But just as I was about to finish that point, interesting position here from Tensky. Gets MBK, looking for the kill on towards Kenny as well, but not going to happen. He does get taken down in the end. It's going to be 6-5 as EnVyUs claw around back after losing 2. Money is still pretty reasonable for Dignitas here. It won't be the best device, but definitely going to have enough for 4 rifles and probably a pistol at this stage. Rubino back on towards the P90. So this is so back and forth here. This is great work from MBK on the screen right now. What a shot to take out MSL, and he actually replicates it. We said Inferno's his home ground, and that's why. So precise, so crisp. And round number 12.
6-5, Dignitas on the CT side. Aggressive stance this time again inside that banana position. Config on the CZ, they burrow him in beside the tree. And MSL's gonna bait them in with the M4. Playing under the pillars. Obstructs a lot of the vision that flashes might do. I'd rather take away in case of a flashbang. Tensky's gonna just make sure that Boiler doesn't have any aggression on it. Nade as well, but no one up close. We do have control of the apartments though. Devil the one holding the bomb.
Well, actually, MBK not towards Banana whatsoever this round, so a change of pace here. You can see the CTs have made their way down to logs as well. Config just with the pistol. I would say they could probably sacrifice MSL at this stage.
And this is the first time they put that deep smoke on the bottom of Banana, and MBK didn't face it. So that's something interesting that Dignitas can try and play off of, but they're going to force them in to Kirby, who finds one and falls. Tensky able to take down KennyS, and now Tensky in the back of the pit. He's going to shut them all down. As Apex falls, it's just on to Happy. Lurking in late, AK gets 1 kill, 17 bullets though, and he can't hold on to take down Kirby.
He gets another 3-man here. Such strong play. The good crossfire setup from the pits and towards the apartments as well. EnVyUs trying to brute force their way out there. It was a different setup for them. Didn't have NBK having presence towards banana area whatsoever. CT's pushed all the way down. Got tons of intel at that stage. Setting themselves up for the fast flashbang play coming in. Good crossfires from Tensky and Kiabi. And they pick up the frags that are required. That's actually broken EnVyUs as well. So they go in towards pistols, Desert Eagles, PT50s. And one Glock onto poor old Apex. But round number 13, should be a chance for Dignitas to capitalize and get some real secure bankroll here. MSL once again, they're showing so much aggression towards this banana area. Going to be smoking it off, showing some shots through the smoke. But once again, MBK, he's going to play it out the top with the PC-50. They've got no flashes or smokes here, so just get the right on trying to surprise and play the timings here.
And again, a different setup. Rubino's the only one aggressive right now on this A side. He's going to have to read this. As that smoke fades, EnVyUs getting closer. Still NBK default, haven't rotated off config or MSL from the B site because they know he's been showing late. Rubino holding, spots the first. Kenny down, shuffles out, finds Apex as well. Flash him for the repeat. Third guy, though, Devil with the deagle just rips his head off. Now EnVyUs still have a chance to work onto this A site. Kirby's the one that has to hold the line as Tensky goes hunting. Devil again is looking for that shot, but now with the bomb down, they have that information. The M4 is going to go out, and it's just Happy that remains with 33.
Yeah, not really much he can do with this now. There was a chance once Devil got that headshot with the Desert Eagle, but it looks like Tensky wants to finish things off there. He gets the final frag on towards Happy. It was an EK for EnVyUs, so pretty standard round for Dig. Only dropped one frag, so we're going to number 14. The money's getting pretty substantial now. You can see 5K on Tensky and config there. A buy does come in for EnVyUs. It's not the best of buys, though. They don't want to wait until the last round. They want to go in all guns blazing in number 14 here. So 3 pistols, a CZ, 2 Tech 9s, 2 AKs, and they've got heavy focus on the utility as well. Wouldn't be surprised if this was maybe another banana take him out. They know they can get up there and push the CTs back and then go for one of those full executes. But the aggression coming in once more from the CTs, trying to find that first pick. MSL behind the sandbags there and backed up from config on the corner.
And again, though, this deep smoke, second time deployed, and MBK's not going to challenge through it. So there is a chance that Dignitas, again, can try and utilize this. Now they're going to go.
Yeah, here we go.
But they can burrow down a little further, potentially, with that. MSL, late smoke at the top.
This is actually works in EnVyUs' favor. As I said, that certainly doesn't know. Config just goes with a spray through the smoke. He takes one down. It looks like EnVyUs trying to reply now. The config coming to life. Apex does manage to take him down in the end.
And he gets separated from MSL, who had to fade after missing those shots at Carr. But as you say, does get 2 kills, still gives them the advantage.
Yes.
AK's picked up. Now on all 3, the 2 that didn't, that had the Tech 9s. Kenny the last to grab one, but Apex is on 47. He's going to be the entry fragger. Has to find these shots, has to be swift and crisp about it. Shoulder going to show. He's got the angle, but fires a little bit too soon, and that gives Rubino the chance to pop out from spools. Catches Kenny. Apex down. Round essentially over unless Happy's got a miracle.
Really
and obviously
solid.
not.
Really solid stuff there from Dignitas. They're not scared to take these one-on-one duels towards the banana area. What was great from config there, I was about to say the point I was making before he found the killers. This actually works for EnVyUs. Like, that was the last smoke for Dignitas towards that side of the map. They could just hold up, not face at all, and then push up with the flashbangs after that and get the CTs back to the side and allow them to do the full execute. We kind of speculated maybe coming in at that stage, but config goes to the straight-up base, finds a kill through the smoke. That just ruins all the plans for EnVyUs. They start running through the smoke. They find a couple of kills there. Dignitas get a huge advantage, hold strong on the bomb site, and now we're going to round number 15. EnVyUs once again forcing into this. No choice, obviously, but pistols in the form of Tech 9s, PD-50s, and a CZ. They have got the smokes and Molotovs once more, but definitely more of a default setup this time. It's the boost you like.
Yes, this is one of my favorite little tricks on this map. I'm really glad to see them using it, using that gap underneath the atrium. So much ability to spray down and get a single kill and fall out of it because that pillar pretty much absorbs everything. You can put an AWP in that position, and teams like Fnatic who like to work the crossfire setup and go for picks, you actually can almost get one for free against them.
Well, the first pick does come in as MSL to take down MBK. Strong kills, kick things off here, continuing the relentless aggression towards that side of the map. But they don't want to fall back once again as MSL capitalizing, takes down Kenny S as well. He's not done. They're going to find all the kills here. The config taking down his teammate. Why not? Doesn't matter at this stage. It's going to be a 3-on-1. Just Happy remains. And it's going to be 10-5 in favor of Dignitas in the first half.
Incredible finish. Good shot from Happy. All right.
Okay, all right.
Now we can actually race Rubino to the site. He can pick up that gun, although delaying to do so does get a little bit more footing in the round now for Dignitas to rotate over. And Tensky's going to try and lock this in at the bottom of Banana, but watch out. Happy with an AK. Doesn't face. Going back. Smoke. It's Gonna clear just as he crosses over, so just barely gonna make it into the water position. He'll re-smoke it, but with so much flashes coming in, where's the entry point from this? They're gonna use their utility before they even get toward the site. Still have a flash, a smoke, a Molotov, kits on all three. But Happy's playing this out. Rubino's gonna get it. 10-5, Dignitas, who went down early in the half, pull back, and get 4 straight rounds to absolutely dominate EnVy.
Yeah, we were at 4-4 at one stage, but then Dignitas just went absolutely sick. What a first half that was to kick off this game, Matt. The fact that we had that ninja defuse, we had
full eco, full save.
Full eco win for Dignitas as well. You have to say a couple of those rounds were almost guaranteed towards EnVyUs, but somehow they're coming out on top.
And look at the efficiency from Kirby, 14-3. 3 deaths.
That's crazy.
Considering how close those rounds were.
Yeah, they saved so much. They were very disciplined there. They wanted to make sure that the actual economic game was in a strong point. They didn't want to give. We talk about this almost every game, the CT economy, and especially on a map like Inferno, saving weapons and just taking that kind of hit on the chin before going into the next round is actually very viable. And sometimes it's difficult to think, well, we could have gone for that clutch. It was only a 3-on-2, but they want to make sure the money's strong going into the next rounds.
It was also one of the lightest op halves I've ever seen on an Inferno. We saw MSL on one at one point in time. Inside Banana went for the face at the corner, but we never really saw Kenny bring one up. That said, he still sits at the highest on his team at 11-11, so did pretty well with that.
If you remember previous tournaments, the T-side Inferno, he's more than happy to bring the AWP out. The money wasn't the greatest for EnVyUs going forward, but I'm sure we'll see it from him in this half. We go into the pistol now. It's going to be 4 sets of armor for Dignitas. MSL with a smoke and 2 flashbangs here. Looking like 4 players actually on the T-steps, so maybe trying to get some control of Banana before they continue into their default. It's going to be the CT zone with much more passive hold here. They've actually got HGs on MBK, getting the spot from CT spawn. That will be Happy joining him. So Happy tries to get the intel here. As soon as he fires his first shot, that's when MBK releases the HG. And we go into the first round here. Nothing really gained so far. We can see MSL slowly but surely made his way up towards Banana. I think he's given the call to his teammates. There's no CT presence there whatsoever, so they can bide their time here to slow things down.
Devil and Kenny, with Kenny inside of the graveyard to watch this push. Apex will be the first to make contact. Oh, actually, take it back. Could have been the first to make contact. Just likes to make a liar out of me, but now Dignitas going to go explosively toward this arch side, and Apex has to hit these shots from afar. They're going to push onto him as well. They're going to try and go for the wrap. He's got the first shot. He's got a second shot. A stray bullet hits Config. Intensity gets a refrag, but now they've got this CT spawn and Happy. He'll hear this. He needs to hit. It does. What a shot from the USP. Down to 3 HP, though. Can't reface, but so much damage done. Kirby will find Kenny. But MBK on Rubino leaves just Kirby. 79 HP to work with.
Oh, problem is, this man who's alive right now, he can make absolutely anything happen in any given situation. He has got the bomb and 20 seconds to play with. Happy will be the first player he finds, but they have got the crossfire set up. Surely going to be taken down. There it is. EnVyUs 2 take the second pistol here. And that's exactly what they needed considering the scoreline. So 10-6 now. Dignitas started off with default, wanted to see what kind of presence was shown from the CT to start, checked themselves towards Banana, saw what was going on towards middle, then smoking off that library area. I think we actually had a sign in the crowd there with our name on it, Matt, for the first time.
I missed it. We actually have fans?
Yeah, apparently have a fan. I didn't see what it said. It could have been like offensive.
Yeah, we hate you. You don't have a fan. I did see
our names on a sign, so thank you, anyone who brought that. Awesome. Make more of them.
I'd like to make it sweet with that sign. I hear those go over well.
It's true. Anyway, we're going to round number 2 now. It's going to be Dignitas with the force by here. Didn't get the bomb down, of course, so this is pretty standard stuff for them. MSL looking like he maybe wanted to open the gun round here. He actually hasn't invested too much. He's got some utility, but we'll see what they can bring to the table. 4 players in the apartments. Smoke goes down towards middle, and Flash as well, so they will be bursting out of this stage. You can see Devil waiting for them with the UMP.
Devil's going to wait successfully as well. It's only 1 kill for him. Apex gets the others, but a perfect crossfire shuts them down on that attempt to try and just get a bomb plant down on the A site.
Yep, completely taken down as they went out towards the apartments. Just trying to swarm out, hoping they could go frag for frag there, but it was a very nice crossfire from the pit and the apartments. Very standard stuff from EnVyUs there, and they take 2-0. So they dodged the force buy of Dignitas. We're going to round number 3, which on a normal day would mean there's an absolutely 100% chance of them actually not dropping anything. But from what we saw in the last half, who knows what Dignitas can do with 5 blocks.
And the crossfire again, this time going to be Devil and Kenny over toward the arch, but they're pushing right into it. Dignitas, they're going to go. It's flames out. That's damage done. Spray down Kenny. Potential for the ace, considering how much damage was done by the flames, but it's going to be closed up by Devil.
Indeed. Nice work there. Pretty standard stuff. Dignitas just wanted to get that over as quickly as possible.
This should be it, by the way, because it's going to go to the gun round. Kenny going down. Yeah, perfect. Goes right to the AWP.
Yeah.
So those 3 kills put him in a position where he could also get decent utility with it.
Yeah, he got $6,100 there, so he actually had tons of cash to come in. And we can see Devil keeping the MP9. He's actually got 7 grand right here, so he's building huge bankroll right now. And the fact he's playing towards the apartments area, that MP9 is actually pretty viable in this situation. You can play nice and close in the boiler room or get in the bedroom, maybe face aggressively towards the steps. Plenty of options here, and he's going to have backup as well in the form of Apex. So they're actually going a little bit aggressive here, trying to change things up on the first gun round.
Kenny did go for the face down middle off the start of that, but now it's a crossfire again. Devil, he's just playing these crossfires off his teammates. It's going quite well. Fires into that flash, though. That gives away MP9. Can't get the kill.
Wow.
And Config, he snaps over and gets Apex. You surely thought that would have been a trade that favored Envy.
Absolutely. I thought you're going to come out and find those 2 kills there, but it doesn't matter. Happy does find the kill into Kiabi. Brings it down to a 3-on-3 now. 3 AKs remaining. It's going to be Config, Rubino, and Tensky. They are going to be spread out, though. Everyone covering a key point of the map. Config towards the apartments, Rubino covering middle, and Tensky just holding the flank of Banana as well. So they still have plenty of time to play with here. I'd say, considering Kenny S has the AWP and he's so aggressive towards the outside, I think this still does favor the CTs considering that. We'll see what Dignitas can bring to the table here. They do have smoke grenades. If they do go towards Banana, that's the perfect play. That's what MBK is. And he hasn't really got much to hold them off, just 1 incendiary. That's the first kill.
He's from Kenny. Second player does slip by. Config a little bit closer, but Kenny's still here. Config's at his back turn. Tensky's going to try and get in a position where he can flash him over.
This could be dangerous.
Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and he hits Tensky behind it. Config's there for the trade, but now it's down to a 1 versus 2. And Config has full utility to work with. Decent amount of HP at 65, but has to find these kills, and there's 22 seconds. That gives away so much information. Happy's jumped up. He didn't hear it, though. Oh, but it's shot down the truck, absorbs the bullets. It's a one-and-back-and-done battle, but it's Happy that wins it.
Massive frag there for Happy to get. I was surprised he didn't hit the shot straight away. Had he dropped there, it could have been very possible for Dignitas to get back into that. But like I said, as soon as Kenny was set up in that turret position, he's so strong at this point. That angle, that's his trademark gap at that point. Always seems to be hitting that shot. Takes down Tensky. Pretty exciting stuff. He did get dropped in the end, but there we go. EnVyUs 2 managed to get 4 in a row here. 1 more round to tie things up as the scoreline is 10-9 here. Dignitas now with 5 Desert Eagles, Config with a bit of body armor, but just trying to keep themselves in positions to get long-range picks at this stage, but EnVyUs actually may get taken down here. Happy flashes himself out, goes for the initial exchange, and he finds a frag through the box as well. Gets a double. Why not? Now he can fall back here. Massive advantage in favor of EnVyUs.
Envy just dominating the start of this CT campaign. Happy through the smoke again. Spots MSL running away. Flames out. Doesn't care. He's going to face. Happy's got 4 now. And he's looking for it. Bino holding it off. Happy though onto the pistol. Spots him. No, it's denied, but it's MBK closing it. Still a tremendous job done by Happy.
Yep, 4 kills for him. Never looked panicked at that stage. Simple frags through the smoke. And it brings us to 10-10, as I said before. That was the first kill. It was an aggressive face over with the flashbang. Just trying to get intel at that stage, but you know what? He saw there were Deagles. He wanted to get the frags and farm a bit of cash with the AK there. But we go into round number 21. Dignitas now, after losing 5 rounds in a row, will be back with the full buy. 5 AKs and all the utility required to do a full execute here. So going into the default once again, trying to get control of Banana. It's going to be Rubino leading the charge there with Tensky. And we can see Kenny S once again. He's actually changed his position up. This time he's towards the quad side instead of arch. So trying to adjust himself every round. That's how you know the top AWPers. They're trying to surprise and be versatile and dynamic. They actually have a boost going on above them as well. So this is a very nice setup. You can see Devil just looking towards that boiler area, covering Kenny there. We're seeing this more and more these days, that boost kind of complementing each other.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense because it's not common you're going to check both spots and you can easily drop off the second. Tensky's already made it up top. Banana going to wait in behind sandbag. Shots fired in that direction through the smoke. Let's see if they actually have a read that he's there, because they could push him out with that Molotov. Apex pop flash just gets to the corner. That does blind up MSL. Wasn't sure he was fully caught by that because he just came out alt mid, but it was perfectly timed. Now a pop flash again from NBK, thrown by himself, bounced, but he goes down. Tensky with the entry. No smoke off, and Happy's burned 1 alive already. He's going to fire in, nearly catches Tensky with a headshot. It's a jump, though, so just the leg, down to 51. Tensky's going to hold this off as Kierby does get the default plant. Devil inside of Banana. Config's going to try and face this. If he can keep this position, it's powerful now for the default plant. But Devil, that kill could give them the entry they need. It goes Config's way. Apex gets back, but now they can re-peek out. Never mind, because Kenny's there, but traded in Kierby. again is finding the kills. It's 1 versus 1. He has no idea where Happy is. Spots him up now. Just needs to bait this out, but he can't escape cleanly. He has forced Happy away, who changes his angle, but Kirby holds it down.
This guy is playing out of his mind right now. That's his 19th frag and another 3-on-1 situation. Just when Dignitas needed it as well. Gets their first round here in the second half. What a play. They're actually the man disadvantage there. Kirby from the pool area gets the first and the second. Then this battle, you can see Happy just in such a bad position. Try to get on top of the spools to surprise Kirby, but you have to wake up pretty early in the morning to catch him out. Unfortunately, he gets dropped as well. And Dignitas do find number 11 here. So they take the lead once more. This still puts them in a precarious situation. You see the money's not fantastic after another 1v1. A change of play now for EnVyUs. The auto sniper has come out. And it's MBK towards that B side. We know he can be very strong with this weapon. Let's see what he can do over this round. No presence towards Banana whatsoever. It's going to be a full execute towards the A side by the looks of things.
And he's going to fall back a little bit from this as well, inside of the smoke. He's a little bit late on his rotation toward Library. Config's going to pass that already and get in toward Moto. Good pickup from Rubino as well. Takes down Apex.
Oh!
Gives them the pit, but Kenny just lines up two, takes them both. Directly through Config into MSL, and they'll join each other in the heavens because it's now down to a 2 versus 2 as Tensky has to watch off still at the bottom of top of middle, excuse me. But that bomb.
Yes. Well, the thing is as well, we've got 2 sniper rifles up against them, so they're going to be watching that bomb like a hawk. As Tensky and Rubino working together, trying to make sure they don't give anything away. That gives away Kenny position now. Doesn't land the shot though.
Gets tagged up in return. Smart flash to grab that. Now it's planted though, but MBK, with Kenny calling that both of them were facing in that direction, has advanced so far. Spots through the gap, pre-fires it. Doesn't quite go through all the way onto Rubino. Stays on 36, but that allows Kenny to get the nade. Good teamwork play right now from EnVyUs, but Tensky doesn't care. He'll take them both. He's up for the fight. And he's still got the position on MBK, but he's overextended slightly on the wide peak. And they'll tie things back up.
MBK looking very calm and poised there. Did everything he had to do, making sure that the one-on-one situations were working in his favor. Great angles from him. Finds the kill. And like I said, that's a massive round for Dignitas to lose. They do get the bomb down. That gives them an extra $800 going into this round. But you can see right now, they've got 2 players that could go for a full buy, AKs and body armor. But well, it looks like they'll go for it as well. So they are going to go for those 2 AKs, 3 pistols here. And why not? Like, they want to try and reset EnVyUs straight away as well. So let's see what they can do here. But 11-11, Matt. Time to make a wish. And looks like Dignitas will be doing just that with these Tech 9s.
Speaking of my wish, Henry, apparently the sign said Sadokist Henry.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Nothing funny there. Not even original.
That's, come on. I mean, at least it's, I don't know about funny, but it's fun.
Anyway. It's normally Henry first, because I'm the boss, right?
Oh, are you? Okay.
Make sure.
I don't know if you read my AMA.
I actually did.
But there was something there was something addressed very specifically to that. Apex is gonna pop off, fall back. Actually stays in that smoke. Tries to hold the angle. Actually got lost for a second in it, but now Happy's here to catch them off. He's a little bit late to find the first player, but does get Config, falls away. Kenny's got MSL. Kenny's got more than that. This guy, now that he's got the AWP up, is starting to get absolutely scary against Dignitas. And they try and jump up with that Tech 9, but it's Kenny again that comes out close quarters. Kirby's gonna try and sneak in behind Kenny. If he could at least get the AK from him and run, it might be worth it, but they'll be hot on his heels if he gets that far.
Just Kiabi remaining now. Does spot Kenny, nice shot into him. That's the orb drop, but I think...
He can't even get out that far, though.
Yeah, this is pretty much all he can do with that. Right now, we have got a CT player towards the bottom of the middle. That's MBK. Waiting for him. This should be a very simple frag. There it is. 1 bullet. Straight to the back of the skull. Takes him down, and that force by now didn't really work out too well for Dignitas there, so they should be onto an eco here. And this now getting closer and closer to map points in this best of 3. This is the first map of artist joining us. And now Dignitas can't really justify much more than some Desert Eagles and a P250 as we go into round number 24. This should be a very simple affair for the French side.
Only 1 round for Dignitas so far.
What's going on here?
On this T side.
Okay. Just having some fun in T-spawn?
I guess this
could
be...
Time
yeah,
out,
exactly.
Right?
Exactly. So they're forced to save again. And rather than use a timeout when this game could get close and they might need it later, they're going to basically use this save round to try and talk things over.
It's a good way, just in case things go right down to the wire. They need to kind of calculate themselves on actual gun rounds. This one's almost a throwaway when you have 3 Glocks and a Eagle. So they're just trying to take some time to discuss how they're going to the next one. Bomb is going to be dropped towards the top of Banana, so that's pretty much the round over the stage. CT rotations come in. They're going to have 4 players towards that side of the map. Kelby waiting for rotations. Not going to get them though, as Devil has already made his way towards the B side as well. So at this point, he's just waiting to see who picks up the last remaining frag. He's going to be happy. Another triple spray down.
Does he get it this time?
He wants the ace. He's hungry for it.
2-4 kills. KRB's slowly going back in that direction. Deagle should give him away. Thunder from afar. EnVy just sticking together, though. Not going to commit to this. One player's already fooled them once in this game. Let's not let it happen twice. Very less likely in this situation. KRB will go. Happy's the one that's closest to face. He's got it. All 5.
They always gifted it to him as well. You can face first. Go on, Happy. Have the ace. You've earned it. 21 frags.
Actually, so here we go. Now they're going to take the full timeout. So it's basically even extended period to talk about it. So we'll see what they come up with, because this should give them lots of time to formulate a plan.
You have to remember, the scoreline is so close here. The Dignitas have about two rounds that 100% shouldn't go in their favor whatsoever. 5 USP round, and then the 4-on-1 Ninja, well, 5-on-1 Ninja Defuse. He got 1 kill before he did it, didn't he? So they're doing well to actually get it to this stage, but can't argue with some of the plays that have come in.
And Tensky's notebook, you can see it. Rather, excuse me, MSL's notebook in front of him. You can see it there, so.
Gonna need more than a notebook.
Yeah,
to win this next round. So the money's not fantastic for them. They could get 3 AKs, 2 Galils, and then have heavy utility focus. The problem is right now, it's just getting towards those bomb sites. It seems every time they make that execution, Kenny's really coming to life on the second half of that AWP. He's actually top fragging right now with 24 kills. Great series for him so far on Inferno.
Yeah, he's been on fire on this CT side. And alternating his position as well. Yeah. Peeking mid, playing apartments.
That's one of the most important things about CT-sided AWPer as well. So you've got so many different options, right? You can go towards the apartments, you can face second middle, you can face down middle, you can go to banana, you can play defensively on arch. Like, it's so difficult to read with a player like him, someone who's so strong and so fast. It means you're constantly trying to work out what he's doing every single round. And that's what you're mainly basing your calls upon. Work out what Kenny is, to see where he's playing from. Then we can decide where we're going to go mid-round.
Just a note as well at Config, speaking of him, it's such a solid tournament to start this off. He sits at 10 and 20, so a little bit quieter in this game.
CT half, though, him and
True, yep.
KRB towards that side, like, they're actually doing some fantastic work. I actually didn't mind him at all. Regardless of frags, the kills he was getting to open things up. There's only been 1 or 2, but at the round's giving that man advantage.
The overface on MBK is the only thing I could really cut him up for. But
true, I think that was a storyline for the entire CT half of Dignitas. They felt like they were getting those man advantages, but in some instances, I don't mind that. Some people like to take the game and they want to show, even in these big stadium environments, they're not scared to take the challenges. They just don't want to fall back and allow full executions to come in. They want to show that they're confident in taking those battles and getting inside the heads of the opposition. But it looks like the pause is coming undone now. 13-11, Dignitas they have got the buy here. They have got 5 AKs, but 5 smokes, not the full amount of utility here. A couple of Molotovs to go with them.
Just 2. We'll see how they choose to use them. 1 already deployed.
So Kenny Esther, that's what I'm talking about. He had a decent spawn, face towards second middle, trying to take the man down early on and stop any execution they had in mind, but doesn't land the shot this time and gives away his position. So that's something for Dignitas to work with now. And
look how quickly they're going to put 3 players in these apartments to try and take it back. Kenny's gone away from it. He's fallen back out underneath the atrium. Devil again up on top of the windowsill. He's facing Boiler, so Kenny can actually play further to the right of that pillar. Just watch middle, which also means he's much quicker to get away and get back toward the site so they can't refrag him. Ball time to Molotov. So they were starting to get toward the top of middle right now with MSL, and KRB and Config were considering peeking out from that doorway. Bomb still way back towards T-spawn as well, so still just trying to play off picks. Good flash. Apex found one last time against MSL. When he did that, they spot Devil, but Kenny's there. There it is. Overcommitment from MSL again. And Kenny just holds it. Doesn't even have to fall because there's no one refacing this. They still have such a good setup for this.
Absolutely. Well, the first man has been taken down from MSL. KRB taking a lot of damage as well. It's going to be MBK to find the next frag. He's looking very strong right now. Rubino does answer back, and he gets the double somehow. Both headshots. And that's given them something to work with now. Apex on the retake through construction. But the bomb is on the side and will be planted as well.
2 HP for Config, though, so he's surely getting... Okay, actually, doesn't get around the corner as fast as I thought, but no way he's getting alive in this round. Apex, all the kills. I thought he would catch Config just after the plant. But 14 now for EnVyUs. Again, only 1 round for Dignitas on this T campaign. Bomb plant going down, though, does bode well for them to be able to buy again.
Yeah, there are 4 stage loss bonus here, so $2,900 and the extra 800 as well, so they definitely get a nice, reasonable buy going into the next one. There's going to be a Galil on towards MSL, but the rest of the guys do have AKs and a couple of smoke grenades, now 3. We'll see what they can do here. The problem is that round, they had an opportunity with Rubino's frags. There's such low HP, didn't really have much to work with. Decent flashbangs coming in from the CTs, Apex face from spools, and Round was over at that stage. Nice cleanup from him. EnVyUs now 1 round away from map points. Happy does take a little bit of damage there. It's face towards the bottom of Banana. You can see Tensky, that wall is wall bangable, so trying to see if anyone is facing on the corner.
Yeah, it's not commonly used, but it is powerful.
It's one of those things that's like very rarely if it does anything for you, but if it does, it looks really cool.
Yeah, it's like the train spam from A main toward Z connector. It's worth it. Worth the risk if you get it. They are still grouping toward this banana position, though. NBK, the only one here, happy with the early rotation. And they are going to flash in. NBK, blinded by the second one, has to fall away, so doesn't counter the entry immediately, but still does get Tensky. And now the rotations come in the form of both Happy and Apex, but one goes down already, and now Apex follows. It's MSL with both kills. Huge work done by him. Config gets NBK in construction. A trade 1-for-1, and with bomb down, they actually have the man advantage, Dignitas. It's Devil and Kenny that are late.
Both coming in from CT spawn as well.
Kenny's with the AWP. They're going to fade away. They've got decent money on EnVyUs side, but 2 rounds in a row for Dig this late in the game would actually force them to save up, and then it would be pretty much a 14-14 game, so they're just thinking long-term here.
And the fact they keep the AWP, don't give that away to the T side. You probably can't afford on next round regardless, but Dignitas are fighting back here. It has been a very difficult half of them so far. It's currently 9-1 on the second half.
Kenny's, he hits him. Kenny's going to get one there, and the problem is now that this is a reset round for Dignitas, and they just lost a third AK.
That was actually pretty well played from MBK, even though they lost that round. That's how you should be playing the side by yourself. You look for that one frag, and then you're falling back to construction, waiting for the rotations coming from your teammates. Unfortunately, that heavy aggression, Dignitas actually pushing through their own smoke towards CT spawn. That's all worked so well in their favor. They knew they had to find frags in that scenario. They found them, got the rotation kills down, and MBK then, his play kind of made redundant. There it is, 14-12 now. Round number 27. Dignitas are a much stronger by going through this one, so more of a default play here, not forcing any issues towards the B side of the map. But we have got more aggression here from MBK. Kenny S now towards the apartment, so this is what I'm talking about, being dynamic and surprising his opposition almost every single round.
Kenny just waiting for that angle to present itself as well. But Dignitas, again, with that reset potential, if Envy pick up map point here, they'll be facing the most desperate of force buys. Dignitas is fighting for survival in this, and they are going to get 5 players in toward Banana again. Happy, a little bit earlier on rotation, but once again, NBK, like you say, plays efficient, doesn't face. Oh, sprays down 2, catches Rubino. And now the low HP on the MSL. Config as well, the crossfire set. It's Happy through the smoke, they're going to rotate. Kirby might find one, but he's got to come up with an absolutely massive play, MSL, and it's not going to work. EnVyUs gets a map point, and as mentioned, that reset, that dreaded reset for Dignitas.
Horrible reset. $1,400 going into potentially the last round here for Dig. Got to have a Galil, 4 pistols, limited utility as well. It's going to take an absolute wonder play from Kiabi. He's the only player with that said rifle. It's only a Galil as well, so let's see what he can do. Kenny has a decent spawn. He knows the money's completely wrecked. He's not going to have anyone really challenging him. He's got full reason to face all the way down to T-steps. It does get flashed off, and 4 players from the terrorist side focusing towards the banana zone here, as we have got 1 player actually waiting at the top for them in the form of Happy.
He's going to be Happy. Sprays them down again. So successful in that position. MBK will resume duty. Sprays in and gets another one through the smoke. That's Config, bomb down, and this is pretty much it. As MSL goes in, 10 HP, caught by Apex, and Kirby, how fitting he's the last alive because he's played an excellent game, it has to be said. 23-14, sits second overall in the server. Kenny gonna start to hunt with that Tech 9. Good shot from Kirby, but doesn't realize Kenny's that close, and EnVyUs will take map 1 on Inferno.
Very impressive stuff there from EnVyUs, especially on the second hard. Look so strong. Kenny S doing some masterful work there with the AWP on the CT side. You have to say that for Dignitas, they had a great first half as well, but so many rounds they shouldn't have won going in their favor. We're talking about the Ninja defuse, the 5-man USP round going in their favor. It's great work, but there's such anomalies. It's difficult to digest. You're not winning games after you get those kind of rounds going in your favor, but there it is. EnVyUs looking like all players firing all cylinders there. And their map going in their favor, Inferno. It's going to be 1-0 in the best of 3.
And a good effort from Dignitas again. Pulling off some of those rounds that shouldn't have been. Error from Happy not to get that information when they did have that stack inside the B site, but Kirby, that's I'm going to remember that for a while. That's pretty sexy. He knew it, too. He was like, I'm just going to wait. They're going to run away.
Channeling.
Finds the one kill.
Channeling his inner snacks.
Yeah, but like you say, EnVyUs still prevails. So T-side issues for Dignitas. We'll see if they can recover. We'll take a short break and be right back with Map 2.